Yeah. Hello, everyone.
We come into this world with our eyes closed, and most of us choose to live our whole lives that way. We blindly follow anyone who will lead us, giving ourselves over to anything
I'm
that
doing good.
provides us with
Okay.
a sense of purpose. For me, it was the Marines. I'd enlisted 6 months ago with my best friend, Will. Now we're half a world away, being deployed into South Korea. We were brothers in arms. No matter how bad it got, I could always count on him to keep me in line.
Zero Mitchell. Can't be all that bad.
It's just finally starting to sink in.
That's what we signed up for.
Well, the old man was a leatherneck, so I didn't really have much of a choice.
Yeah? I joined up because of the old man, too. More just to get away from him.
I can't get much further away than this.
All right. Listen up. We have our orders. Inserting an LZ Epsilon. Down and dirty, just like we taught you. Everybody know what's going on? Everybody know they're going. Hoorah! Everybody ready? Hoorah! Let's do this. Mitchell, Hines, get out. Let's get it done.
North Korea was invading Seoul. We had to push him back. This wasn't just a mission. It was an initiation.
Badger 01, C95. Everybody hold tight. Here we go. Just like in training, Mitchell.
Whoa.
30 seconds to insertion. Hey! See you on the other side. Hey, man! I'm seeing heavy enemy fire on our drop pad.
Copy that, Badger 01, adjusting your trajectory.
Hold on! Mitchell, close the blast shield! Come on, Mitchell! Now! Mitchell, now! Resetting drop point! Man! Brace yourself!
Oh.
in peace. Mitchell, get the door.
So, what did you do today? Oh.
Okay, you need to get our feet on the ground and link up with Demo Team 1. Yes, sir.
Oh. Ah, shoot. Oh, well.
Okay, you need to get our feet on the ground and link up with Demo Team 1. Drop on this side. Clear spot over here. We'll have to jump down. Everyone get your boosters ready. Remember, shot first, show your phone.
Alright. Ah. So close.
Okay, we need to get our feet on the ground and link up with Demo Team 1. Yes, sir. Contact. Drop on this side. Clear spot over here. We'll have to jump down. Everyone get your boosters ready.
I'm jumping! What do you think who will die in the next project? Maybe Project Zilla. I don't know. Maybe. Ah, shoot.
Okay, we need to get our feet on the ground and link up with Demo Team 1. Yes, sir. Contact. Drop on this side. Clear spot over here.
Possibly Project Zilla. Maybe.
Everyone get your boosters.
Come on.
Everyone up? Command post should be up ahead.
Oh. That's a good tank. Daniels. Don't know who that is. Someone. Nah, Adwin. Hello, Amir. How are you doing? Oh. Hello, son. Oh, shoot. Yes.
Keep those drones up. Keep
Where?
my time to the empty the charge up.
That was easy. Did you clean your room? Yes.
EMP's at 50%. EMP's charged. Fire it off.
EMP.
Go, go.
Who do you think will die in the next project? Amir, ex-ninja, Project Zora, or Doug? Didn't Doug already die? Oh, here we go. Wait, no, he lived. That would be the last one standing. Oh. Dang it. Flash. Grenade. I'm asking you a question, Amir. Doug. Oh. Where did it go? Okay. Oh, what's this? Hello, Lucas. How are you doing? Cat. Good. Okay. Right.
Copy. No receiving. Proceeding on foot. ETA 15 miles. Okay, let's listen. Group! Group!
What if Metal X Ninja had a different design? I don't know. Grenade! Okay, so here's my go. Okay. Oh, is it Caesar? Inte så bra här. Klart. Oh, he's down. Oh my god, it's friends. Oh well. Jesus.
Get that gate open.
Bob.
Kick bar! Move, move! ID yourselves. That was PMC rescue force. Don't want any police. We have a cell phone. We're all taking the east tunnel out. Copy that. Let's move. On me.
Alright. Smart. Oh. Well, I don't. So what did you guys do today? Edit shorts. Okay. Fire! Woo! Just editing. Okay. Watching Courage Kenshin's new video. That's nice. Where do we go? Oh, right here. Bullet Ant versus Bella the Wolf. Bullet Ant. Easy. Ah, shoot.
Sir, we are a demolition.
Boop. Boop. I'm going down at the speed of sound. I got charges. Ah, shoot. No, reload. Ah. On down at the speed of sound. Grab. Grab. Tell him down. On down at the speed of sound. Falling down at the speed of sound. Gimme and gimme. Oh shoot. Fire! Falling down in the speed of sound. Oh shoot! Falling down in the speed of sound. A status. Falling down in the speed of sound. And give me this.
You gotta go now. Mitchell, we're outside. You gotta jump now. Okay. Swing inside.
Wow. That was great. I want to go to multiplayer now. Let me just do this real quick. Alright, let's do this. Then we can move on to multiplayer. Whoa. We so sick. Yeah. I am cracked at this, my guy. Alright. Let's roll.
Team deathmatch. All non-Citadel operatives are considered hostile. Take them out. Taking the advantage. We've lost control. Hostile, back and forth. We're taking control.
God. Oh. Yeah. Got it.
We've lost the advantage.
You gotta be kidding me.
Friendly UAV above.
I'm back. Hello, JD Source 6. How you doing? I heard you got you know, banned or something. Not really. Oh.
We've lost the lead.
Yeah, because of the stupid copyright. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I hate about copyright. They should really remove, like, or at least, like, less. Be right back, okay. There we
Taking the advantage.
go.
We've lost the advantage.
The heck? Good use. Yeah. Got the Jonathan Irons gun. Lightning fire.
Taking the lead.
Oh shoot, copyright doesn't affect your channel. Only strict copyright. You know, like, I forgot what it was called. Like when you stream movies or something, I forgot. Copyright strike or ban, I don't know what it's called. Oh shoot, he's on the truck. Bam, 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 bam.
Friendly UAV above.
Oh shoot. Oh, Ding. Oh shoot. Ding, 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 ding. Oh. Oh. In 8 years, Kingwood will be in King, like King Kong will be in public domain. Dang. 08 or not 08, 05 or the original one. $1933. Okay. Shotgun. 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 Oh shoot. Shotgun. 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 Shotgun.
UAV is online.
Shotgun. No, I'm dead. What if there's a lot of medal X-Men army and maybe like Avengers Endgame level and Civil War 2? Marvel versus DC? I don't know. Marvel. And they have Thanos, so yeah. Bam, bam, ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-dan, ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na, 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 ba-na-na-na. Oh. Reality fire. Tokusatsu versus anime. Tokusatsu. They have Doctor Doom and Galactus. I don't know if I said that right. I don't know how to spell his name as well, so yeah, I guess we're yeah. I forgot who Galactus is. Anime. I don't know who Takostakulu is. I don't know how to just say his name, so I wasn't a really big fan of anime. Oh. Excuse me. Alright, let's go.
We're losing this fight.
Because Ultraman, Gamera, are Tokusatsu characters. Oh. So maybe Tokusatsu. I don't know how to say it. So I'm just saying Tokusatsu. Fire on my command. Woo. DuckTales. Woo. Oh shoot. Oh, DuckTales. Oh, DuckTales. Woo. Got him. Come on. Show your size. Oh. Fire on my command. In 3, 2, 1, fire! I got one. Fire on the command. Now. Oh. Ah.
Got torn up out there. Bring it next time.
Just by 3 more kills away. I got 52 kills. Is that 55? I don't know. 53? Guess that's 52. Fire on the command. 3, 2, 1. Now. bum bum ba la na dum ba la na na dun 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 bam bam ba la na dum. Alright. Lock.
You now have execute authority. Move out. We've taken the lead. We've lost control. We've lost the advantage.
Why I lost the advantage?
We've lost the lead.
I lost the lead. Oh.
We've lost the advantage. We've taken the advantage. We've lost the lead.
It is good to finally be back. Quick execution. Yup.
We've lost control.
And we can watch Quick execution after this if I want to.
Taken the advantage.
After a year, that man is back. Let's be glad. With a banger. Yep.
Marking care package coordinates.
Get it.
Recon drone on standby. We've lost the lead.
Wait, no.
Recon drone deployed.
And I'm dead. Oh. Oh.
Enemy that destroyed your recon drone. Goliath inbound.
Goliath inbound. Where? stream. I got it. Let's go. Ah. Oh well. I tried.
Taking control. Enemy UAV above. Friendly UAV above.
There's two. I finished the title reveal and I need some music to hit, and I am done. That's nice. I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Bound to win this game. Gotta be kidding me. After the title reveal, I am making a teaser trailer for it. Okay. Ka-ching! Oh. Ka-ching! Oh shoot. Let's do this. Oh. Oh. That was a good no scope though. Or should I do a villain teaser trailer for it? Maybe a normal one. Maybe.
We're winning this fight.
Reloading saw. Oh. And I'm dead. Yeah, I haven't used Facebook in a while. Oh well.
That's how it's done.
We
RTB
win!
with the
Hooray! Alright, what now? We're gonna do some reactions. Oh, shoot. I gotta go see you? Okay, bye. Hmm. Alright.
Every character in any media ever deserves a good doppelganger, and this is no different for the king of the monsters. First introduced in 1974's Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Godzilla's mechanized imposter has had numerous iterations throughout the years, and to celebrate his 50th birthday, I've decided to rank all of his designs featured in the movies from worst to best. Once again, I'm not going to be including his iterations from the comics, nor from media like Chibi Godzilla. Listen, he's cute and all, but he doesn't quite measure up to the others. Also, I'd like to make it clear that this is my opinion and not objective in any way. You're probably going to disagree with some of my placements, and that's perfectly fine. Just try not to be too toxic in the comments below. Let's try to keep this civil, but enough disclaimers. Let's rank these mechanical monstrosities. It's no secret that the Godzilla anime trilogy was a disappointment to many fans, and its depiction of Mechagodzilla is certainly a contributor to that.
I'm gonna go use the
Right off the
bathroom.
bat, its design leaves a lot to be desired. The body itself is very jagged and hobbled together, which, if I'm being honest, I kinda like it. Given the horrendous state of Earth in the anime trilogy, I think it makes sense that he looks like he was made out of random pieces of sheet metal. Unfortunately, I cannot forgive the pancake head because it really ruins the entire design. Listen, I know Godzilla is killing humanity and all, but they could have put some time into making the head look less stupid. Although none of this matters since we literally never see this iteration of Mechagodzilla in action since all he accomplished was malfunctioning before morphing into a giant city thanks to the nanometal that makes up his body. Due to the fact he is never seen on field fighting Godzilla, in addition to his design just being ass, he's a natural choice for last place on this ranking. I do like the detail of him being designed by the Bill Saluto alien. Bill Saluto are heavily inspired by the Black Hole Planet 3 aliens from the original 1974 Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla and its 1975 sequel, Terror of Mechagodzilla. Both races created their respective eras Mecha-G, and both had their planets enveloped by a black hole. Although the Black Hole Planet 3 aliens were weird monkey people, whereas the Bill Saluto just resembled dark-skinned humans. On second thought, let's move on. Showing up in 1993's Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, this big boy was created from the remains of Mecha King Ghidorah that were abandoned by the Futurians in the earlier 1991 film Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. It was also the first Mechagodzilla to be created by humans and was designed to be piloted from the inside. Unfortunately, these engineers didn't spend enough time refining the aesthetic of the mech because this one doesn't look the best. It's not horrible by any means, but it pales in comparison to its competition with some design elements that leave me scratching my head in confusion. First off, the head itself doesn't look imposing in the slightest. He's got this constant derpy expression, and the weird fin on top of his head just looks plain goofy. Compare this to Showa era's Mechagodzilla. Now this is the face of something that will kill you, and enjoy doing it. Hell, they even made the head fin look badass. His questionable features continue into the body. Why does he have pecs? Why is his crotch so well defined? And why does the plasma grenade launcher look like a big belly button? Overall, I'm not big into the bulbous and overly round look of this guy. I mean, seriously, you call those dorsal plates? I'm pretty sure the plastic knives in the school cafeteria are a sharp little weapon, the Garuda, and receives a sweet new jetpack equipped with double maser cannons. And speaking of weapons, this one ain't slacking on long-range options. He's got missiles of the paralyzing and tranquilizing varieties, shock anchors that can burrow into the Big G skin and electrocute him, and a rainbow beam that can be fired from his mouth called the Mega Buster, which puts Mega Man's version of the weapon to shame. Oh, and he also has laser eyes, because, why not? While all these weapons are flashy and look dope thanks to the excellent special effects, you may have noticed he lacks any real hand-to-hand combat abilities, because those dope claws ain't gonna do shit against the durable Heisei Goji. As a result, most of the action scenes in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 are exclusively energy blast fest, which was very intentional since the suit itself was expensive and hard to repair, prompting director Takao Okawara to avoid any heavy physical combat scenes involving the suit. Regardless, the suit does have some cool elements, but it's found itself amidst fierce competition, leaving it to fall short, even though it seemingly had the height advantage.
Cyber Godzilla.
Cyborg isn't technically a Mechagodzilla, but it's close enough in my book. The coolest thing about this monster is that he's actually built from the corpse of the original 1998 Zilla. And like Showa's Mechagodzilla, this one was also built by aliens. Although these ones are weird crab people as opposed to space monkeys, doesn't stop Nick Topoulos from calling them that though.
We need you. You really gonna let those space monkeys beat you?
Come on, Nick Tapalapa, that's offensive, probably. Anyway, Cyber Godzilla actually makes the 1998 Zilla badass, and those aliens did their research on Godzilla and made sure to re-equip this animated lizard with the character's signature, Blue Atomic Ray. Plus the missile launchers for good measure. Can't have a Mechagodzilla without missiles. This might be a stretch and a total coincidence, but I can't help but notice that his skin is purple with silver mechanical implants. The addition of a mouth laser and missiles also reminds me of a certain other purple cyborg dinosaur from the time period. I'm not trying to say there was any actual connection, but Cyber Godzilla walked so that Meta Ridley could fly. I really appreciate how detailed the mechanized portions of his body are and how they actually look like they're piercing through his organic skin. It not only looks awesome, but it does make me feel a little bad for Zilla. Poor Lizard was murdered by the American government after they killed all but one of her children, and then aliens rebuilt her as a cyborg before being destroyed by her only living son. I know everyone and their mother hated this design back in '98, but Zilla deserves better than this. But hey, at least they look cool while being in excruciating pain. Okay, I know there is no dimension where this is a Mechagodzilla, but hear me out. Like Mechagodzilla, he's a doppelganger of the Big G. Plus, he's made out of crystals from outer space, and crystals are minerals. Do you know what elements can be found in minerals? Titanium. Do you know what most Mechagodzillas are made out of? Titanium. I mean, hell, Showa Mecha G is made out of space titanium, so maybe Space Godzilla is just the raw form of the element. This extraterrestrial beast was formed when Godzilla's cells ended up in space and came into contact with weird crystals, somehow resulting in the creation of this thing. Not even the film can decide who was responsible for those cells ending up out there, placing the blame on both Biollante and Mothra. Although I'm pretty sure Biollante wouldn't have existed in the current timeline because of the time travel shenanigans in Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, so I'm thinking Mothra screwed up on this one.
Let's just keep it as our secret. You can tell your son about it when he's born, Major Spielberg.
Regardless of origins, he looks pretty damn cool, with his most apparent feature being the two giant crystals sticking out from his shoulders. These are capable of firing the Corona Beam, and yes, that's its actual name. It's essentially this guy's answer to Godzilla's atomic breath, except he can control its path with his telekinetic abilities, of which he uses extensively against the Big G. His signature gravity tornado technique is so powerful that it can lift the king of the monsters into the air and send him flying into buildings like he's a rag doll. Beyond that, he can summon crystals from the ground and hurl them like spears at any monster that's unfortunate to end up in his path. He can also summon a crystalline shield to defend himself and even reflect back Godzilla, albeit with bluer skin and a pinkish-red middle belly. He also has a small formation of crystals atop his forehead, which is probably what enables him to use his powerful telekinetic abilities. most interesting aspect of his design is his mouth, as it's very different from Godzilla's and actually resembles that of Biollante. Both of them have fangs hanging from outside of their mouths, and they both have their gums exposed when they open it. Even their roars sound alike. So maybe Biollante is the culprit for this bugger's existence. I don't get how that would work with the timeline, but any evidence to have Mothra be innocent of her crimes is fine by me. Oh, and if all that wasn't enough, Space Godzilla can fly and takes on a different appearance when doing so. When airborne, his dorsal plates transform into a cocoon of crystals that enables him to fly through the power of space magic. With all this crap in his arsenal, I'd say he makes for a tougher foe than Super Mechagodzilla did in terms of Heisei Godzilla. But he made one fatal mistake, threatening the King's son. This odd incarnation of the character appears in the 2018 film Ready Player One and is an artifact that exists within a virtual reality game, or something like that. I've never actually seen Ready Player One, nor have any real interest in watching it, but I cannot deny that this design goes hard. One thing I love right off the bat is how vicious this Mechagodzilla looks. The red eyes can send chills down anyone's spines, and the gaping mouth capable of shooting 2014-style Godzilla atomic breath doesn't make it any less terrifying. Speaking of Godzilla 2014, this guy seemed to be a fan of Godzilla's dorsal fins because he essentially has the exact same ones, although I feel they actually fit Mechagodzilla better. He also sports a head fin reminiscent of previous designs, and while it does look a tad weird from the front, it makes up for that by looking baller as hell from the sun. I also personally love the wire sticking out of his arms, and the small red lights scattered across his body contribute to this thing being a mechanical monstrosity. Plus, they brought back the fingertip missiles from Showa's Mechagodzilla, which instantly gives this one some bonus points. Really, the only thing holding this Mecha G back is his lack of screen time, because this design is an absolute banger. America's first attempt at a Mechagodzilla was a resounding success, but then they made another one a few years later, and the MonsterVerse's depiction is somehow even more stupendous than Ready Player One's. Though it shouldn't be surprising given the same dude who made the last one, Jared Krykevsky, designed this behemoth as well. This Mechagodzilla's origins feel like a combination of the first three Japanese-era depictions. He's the villain of the story like Showa was, built by humans like in Heisei Millennium, and like Millennium's is powered by a neural network of a deceased kaiju. But said kaiju happens to be King Ghidorah, who is the kaiju salvage in the Heisei era that make its Mechagodzilla, essentially making this guy a Ghidorah in disguise. Originally, Ren Serizawa of Apex was meant to pilot this abomination, but the consciousness of the leftmost Ghidorah head, San, or as most people know him as, Kevin, took control of the machine so he could rematch Godzilla. Kevin
Whoa,
immediately beelined
Mechagodzilla.
for the big
Hello,
dude
John.
in
How are
Hong
you
Kong
doing?
and quickly demonstrated his powerful abilities upon his rival. He's covered in titanium plating strong enough to withstand being pile-dragged through skyscrapers and other fierce blows from Kong and Godzilla. He's also able to fire the proton stream beam from his mouth, which is shown
Good
to be
as
strong enough
always.
to outdo
That's
even
nice.
Godzilla's atomic breath.
How's
This
Shea?
tail is also lethal, having
Is
a
she
spinning
doing good?
drill-like weapon at its tip, which Krykevsky said was capable of firing a proton stream of its own, very likely a nod to Shin Godzilla, though it's sadly never shown in the film. As you'd expect from any Mechagodzilla, this bad boy is equipped with missile launchers, this time blasting out his back plates, which are also
Yeah, let me
jet
guess,
boosters that
she's
give
not
the
that
edge
good.
on Godzilla in close combat. Overall, this Mechagodzilla is surprisingly nimble and is actually much skinnier than Godzilla, giving him the speed advantage. I just love how intricate the machinery is, and all the individual moving parts make
Maybe.
this guy come alive
Oh.
like no other Mechagodzilla has before. Every single inch of his body is filled with immaculate detail, with one of my favorites being the buzzsaws that line the inside of his fingers, perfect for gripping radioactive lizard flesh. He also retains the glowing red eyes of his predecessor, and he looks even more villainous with his gaping smile. When battling, he can direct his own Hollow Earth energy to supercharge his strikes, which is visually depicted through these awesome blue bursts of neon. Some take issue with the blocky design of the Titan, but personally I like the look and it reminds me of a Transformer, which was actually one of the directors, Adam Wingard, inspirations for this guy. The MonsterVerse has a phenomenal track record when it comes to adapting Toho's iconic monsters, and Mechagodzilla is no different. If you were to look up the word iconic in the dictionary, then a picture of the Showa era's Mechagodzilla would be chilling right next to it. There's actually two separate Showa Mechagodzillas, but they're both very similar. Regardless, we'll start with the one from 1974's Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. First off, I just love how sinister the sadistic robot looks, seemingly always having a villainous grin on its face. Fitting, given the fact it was built by the evil Black Hole Planet 3 aliens, the weird alien monkey people I mentioned way earlier on the list. I love the rustic and sheet metal aesthetic this one has, with all the rivets and tubing visible. But don't let these low-tech features fool you, because this Mechagodzilla is built from the strongest material of all.
This material can only be space titanium. Space titanium? You mean it's from outer space?
This lad is also strapped to the extreme, and puts every other Mechagodzilla around him to shame with the sheer arsenal this one can utilize. He's got missiles in his mouth, missiles at his knees, missiles at his fingertips, missiles at his toes, laser eyes that can shoot rainbow space beams, a cross beam that fires from under the flap on his chest, and my personal favorite ability, he can create a protective shield around himself by rotating his head around at Mach speed. Also, unlike his contemporaries, this guy is far more capable in airborne combat, as all he needs are 2 propulsion jets on the bottoms of his feet to take flight, while also being able to launch all of his weapons, even while flying horizontally. This first Mechagodzilla is destroyed by Godzilla when he exploits the one weakness of space titanium: magnets. Realizing this, Godzilla turns himself into a giant magnet, which prevents the mechanized menace from flying away, who is then swiftly decapitated by the raging lizard. Not being ones to give up, the aliens return a year later in terror of Mechagodzilla and rebuild their kaiju as Mechagodzilla 2. He's mostly the same as the last one, with only a few small aesthetic differences, with a few extra buttons here and there, and a slightly different arrangement of dorsal plates. The most obvious addition are the characters of MG2 on his left arm, standing for Megalon and Gigan 2, hinting at the planned return of Megalon and Gigan for the cancelled 1976 film Godzilla Reign of Megalon. Even despite this design's age, it still proved to be relevant in modern Godzilla stuff, since the robot Godzilla featured at the very end of 2021's anime series Godzilla Singular Point is very clearly based off the classic 74 design. Also, I gotta say, how come both Godzilla animes refuse to show a fully functioning Mechagodzilla? I mean, this one's not even fully built yet, which is also why I didn't include it on the list. Also, I should mention that a black recolor of this Mechagodzilla showed up in the 90s television series Godzilla Island for some reason. I like the white eyes, which kinda reminds me of GMK Godzilla. Showa Mechagodzilla is a classic. It might just be the best suit in the entire Showa era, given it's the only one that's still in good condition today. All thanks to the space titanium, no doubt.
You mean it's from outer space?
The surprise of literally nobody, the Millennium Era's Mechagodzilla, nicknamed Kiryu, claims the top spot for himself. In fact, he's so amazing, I even bought a figure of him. Kiryu is powered by the skeleton of the original 1954 Godzilla, which is easily the coolest origin for the character, and the original beast's consciousness is still in there and can even be reawakened through hearing the roar of another Godzilla, which the new Goji of this continuity so graciously provides. Like Showa Mechagodzilla, Kiryu actually has 2 separate looks between his 2 movies. His design from 2002's Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla is easily recognizable
Amazing
to his giant
film.
blue shoulder-mounted cannons. They're equipped with jet boosters to help quickly closing the gap between him and Godzilla, giving Kiryu the chance to stab the overgrown lizard with his wrist-mounted mazer blades, which also possess railguns for good measure. His silver color scheme and shoulder cannons are reminiscent of Heisei's iteration, but the actual body frame of Kiryu is aligned closely with the sharper and angular look of Showa's. The head shape is perfect, having the longer snout of Heisei Mecha G, but retaining the intimidating look of Showa Mecha G. Plus, the head fin has never looked cooler. And that goes for the dorsal fins as well. He has 3 larger and jagged ones down the back of his torso that resemble the 1954 Godzillas, of which of course he's built over. His tail is also covered in 3 rows of smaller triangular plates. One detail I adore is the striped neck that helps break up the shiny silver metal by giving us a glance at the complex, wiry inner workings of the robot, which is something seen throughout all of the suit, giving it a much greater degree of detail than its predecessors and preventing it from falling into the same trappings of Heisei's silver blob-like appearance. Kiryu's chest plate opens outwards from 3 interlocking doors, revealing his most powerful weapon, the Absolute Zero Cannon. And besides having a badass name, this cryo cannon is able to fire a beam of frozen energy so frigid it can turn skyscrapers into ice instantly, reducing them to nothing but a puddle. Unfortunately, Kiryu can't use this weapon too frequently since it eats up almost half of his power supply, and it takes a while to wind up, which Godzilla made sure to exploit. Thankfully, Kiryu has no shortage of ranged weapons since his back unit can fire a platoon of missiles and has the ability to unleash twin mazer cannons from his mouth that proved to be quite effective against the Big G. He also has limited flying capabilities that honestly pale in comparison to his older incarnations, but still prove to be effective against his foe. Besides, Kiryu is more of a brawler than those past bozos and isn't afraid to fight Godzilla in good old fisticuffs. and will take any opportunity he has to smash Godzilla right into a building. With this impressive arsenal, Kiryu was able to drive away Godzilla and end their first clash in a draw, proving himself as the only Mechagodzilla to not be completely obliterated by the respective Godzilla. Really shows you how effective Kiryu is, huh? Regardless, he was required to go under extensive repairs in the aftermath of the battle, leading to his slight redesign in 2003's Godzilla Tokyo SOS. His blue jetpack and gauntlets have been made silver to better fit with the rest of his aesthetic, and there's a few other small differences in the structure of his suit, but the most notable is with his chest plate, which now includes the text MFS 3, standing for Megalon's Final Sand 3, which obviously served as an incredibly early teaser for the Godzilla vs. Megalon 2023 short, with the 3 serving as a hint of the release year. It also refers to the amount of times I've linked that video in the description. In addition to the new drip, Kiryu has plenty of extra firepower to finally take down Godzilla once and for all, having upgraded missile launchers and railguns that greatly outclass his 2002 counterpart. He also trades out his faulty Absolute Zero gun for a lethally powerful triple maser cannon that does quite the number on Godzilla, who has already sustained a serious chest wound from their previous encounter. And let me tell ya, he's gonna need some kaiju band-aids after Kiryu burrows into his skin with his handy new Showa-era patented drill arm. Using these new weapons, and with a little help from Mothra, Kiryu actually beats Godzilla, but right before he lands the killing blow, he goes rogue and picks up Godzilla and flies them both into the depths of the Japanese trench. It's one of the best scenes in the entire franchise because this final action was decided upon the spirit of the original 1954 Godzilla, in which it chose
Really?
to end its own life by trapping it and the new Godzilla back to where they both presumably first came from, made even more tear-jerking when it sends one final message to its final pilot, Yoshito Chujo. Kiryu really has it all. A badass design, an unparalleled arsenal of weapons, 2 banger films to reside in, and a deep and rich story all its own. It'll take a lot for any future Mechagodzilla to come even close to knocking this mechanized superstar off of his throne. Well, there you have it. Another ranking down. Hopefully you didn't hate my list too much, and hell, maybe yours was even the same as mine. Well, minus Space Godzilla. Anyways, feel free to leave your rankings in the comments below.
That
And if you want
was
some more
good.
epic Godzilla ranking content, you can check out my Godzilla
Oh, what's this? Yeah, I gotta do something. And now I'm bored. Oh, no one's here?